people who have been who have taught and educated and showed you the way time and time again. And I am in a position where I'm sick of some of our most valiant individuals transitioning with broken hearts.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh man,
We
you
we
touched
we
the
we
nerve with that, brother.
listen,
Ooh, yeah.
we allowed
Mm.
Mutulu to rot away and then transition when he gets a little bit of freedom without really accepting and acknowledging his charging orders.
Mm.
We lost Dr. Khalid Muhammad prematurely due to what I believe is an assassination,
Oh yeah.
right? We are
Mm-hmm.
watching elders come on social media and eloquently making an attempt to arm us spiritually and intellectually with what we need to be doing. I get sick of seeing it.
Mm.
I watch certain profiles, certain platforms, and I see greats like Daruba speaking to 200 people in a live, but then I watch them look at somebody like Kamala Harris or some other lame speak
Yeah.
to hundreds of thousands of individuals. But I
Yeah.
know that again, because I am one that is well educated on all different theories and practices, I know only 5% will have the knowledge itself. But I also know that from a military standpoint, only 1% of that 5% is going to be the ones who's going to give justice. So I know
Mm-hmm.
our numbers are short. But when we got people that come online and consistently want us to move from fear to a blue space, right? It's irritating. So we have to have these discussions to challenge them on their reasoning. Why should we get out and move against the red when the blue is not going to do any different? So you telling me that we should be fearful of Project 2025, right? And trust in the blue, which as we have seen, the blue have not done anything for us for 8 decades, 80 years, right?
That's
What is
right.
the alternative? I want you to speak life into my people when we say if we learn to deal with ourselves and be more proactive in getting our situation straight without that laziness, without that fear, right? Without depending on this system to stay the same. Because when you say that we shouldn't worry about 2025, it's old language. That means you're telling me that we should allow this to be just as it is. And as it is right now is not beneficial to any of us because we happen to be the ones on the most receiving end of an increase in domestic violence, an increase in separations between the generations, an increase in separations between our men and our women, an increase in elder care where they are being neglected, an increase in our youth being neglected and running off into the streets and into jail. We are the most needy individuals on the planet. So you cannot tell me to ignore 2025. You
That's
cannot
right.
tell me that. We have to discuss it, but we have to have a plan of action and act as if 2025 was enacted yesterday and any one of those presidents are active and going to lean towards those policies. What do we have to do? So our people, whether they are billionaires or millionaires or elected officials, have become comfortable in their oppression. So they look
That's right.
down on me and you. They look down on the Darubas. They look down on these sisters. They look down on people who are trying to turn over that apple cart, smash the apples, burn the cart. They don't want us to be that voice because then they can't get that check that they getting from these institutions. You understand? This is why this
That's right.
discussion falls on deaf ears when you're making the attempt to bring in these individuals, because they already see us, they already know. They know what the hell they doing, and they know what we about and what we are doing. So this
Mm-hmm.
discussion has to be more intense than anything else that's on social media.